Hello, everyone. Ian Iliana here, environmentalist, human rights advocate, veteran being tortured by, I don't even know, LA people who are just super bored, and the veteran affairs who still have me without my veteran benefits. So I went and I did what anybody does. I went for food. The only problem is, leaving the building, I've got people squatting outside of it. And then coming back into the building, I have people squatting outside of it. Now, if everyone was of a median income of $1 million and someone wanted to sit outside, I wouldn't even think twice. But this is a ghetto. This is a ghetto, and I don't fit in the fucking ghetto. I'm sorry. I don't. The VA stuck me here because they said, "You're brown. Why don't you be where the brown people are?" There's a problem with that. There are shades of brown. Oh, hello, Jaden. There are shades of brown. There's shades of wealth. And I am very destitute. Very, very destitute. But I'm not the same type of person as the people that this kind of neighborhood is attracting. So I got myself inside because I have a key from my building, and then I slammed the door in that motherfucker's face. And I'm sorry for cursing in front of you, Jaden, but I am beyond livid. I mean, once again, even with my PTSD, I can't go outside. Can't go outside, can't do anything, can't go anywhere. I should have just had food delivered. But even having food delivered, I'm gonna have food delivered in front of what I can only assume are a bunch of homeless hoodlums outside my building? No. I mean, I have to treat this like gremlins and say, well, you can't eat after a certain hour if you're eating out. If you're dining from outside, then no, you can't do that because then they appear. Fuck this. I hate living in this neighborhood. I try and do the right thing and support a local restaurant. They have customers, and I know that they don't really need my business. I'm just one person. But why not support a local business? I have, oh yeah, I know. The angle of it is so terrible. Thank you for reminding me, TQ. You're amazing to do that. Oh. I just don't know how to fucking feel about this neighborhood. Because I go down to the local eatery and I ask for my meal, and then it takes forever because I say it in Spanish and then I say it in English and then I say it in Spanish again. I'm using fingers. I'm like, this many. Look how many my fingers. Because it's just, I know that they're having a bit of an attitude issue because I don't sound or look like a regular person of Latino or Latin descent. And they want to play games with that and say, you're too white for this neighborhood, man. I'm like, you know what? You're telling the truth. I wish I didn't have to. I wish I didn't have to patronize your restaurant as the local restaurant, but I am giving you money. I want my food right. And they don't get my food right. And because they didn't get my food right, in walks these, I want to say, the LA zombie elites. The LA zombie elites come into the restaurant. Like, I call them the LA zombie elites because I know these people have brain cells, but there must be a cult. They must be a cult because they come in and all they go is like, "That's a husky, right? That's a husky, right?" And like their faces, like I don't know what the fuck is wrong with LA people. Like, who does that? And please meme that. I'm gonna fucking take a clip of that because that is what I think of when you people open your mouths in LA and ask me what breed my dog is. Because if you don't know what breed of the dog that is, then you don't know dog breeds. And if you don't know dog breeds, why do you want to have a conversation about dog breeds? Does that make any sense? Does it? Because it doesn't make sense to me. Oh, but we got some people in the chat, and I don't mean to be so rude. I want to get to the music, but I just had to let that go because this is why I have the petitions that I have in the description. I have those petitions in the description because no veteran, no veteran should have to deal with any of this. Veterans should have property. If you served your country and you are disabled, you're missing a limb, or you have PTSD, or you have dealt with sexual abuse by the United States government, give us a fucking house. Like, I'm not going to be fucking nice about this. I'm going to fucking say to every single one of you, instead of saying thank you for your service, instead of saying Veterans Day is the day that you remember that we exist, do something, sign these petitions so that we can say, here's our house. Go live by yourself because we fucked up. Here's a house. Go live by yourself. Thank you. Enjoy. That's what I want. I don't want this weird apartment life because the people outside might have been waiting for one of my neighbors who likes to invite people over for whatever reason. Look, be social, but you don't coordinate with these people. So they end up waiting downstairs in the lobby like they're just gonna rob people. What do you think is gonna happen? I'm lucky I wasn't robbed. I'm tired of the VA treating me like this. So I'm gonna speak to them. I'm speaking to them tomorrow and saying, no, you're gonna fucking fix this. Why the fuck am I having to go through all this to get my benefits? Somebody better open their fucking mouth and tell me why I have to go through any of this to get my benefits. You nasty Americans sexually abused me in 2018. It is 2025. You can open your fucking piggy banks and give me the fucking money so I don't have to fucking go outside in LA. I was gonna have a nice sing-along with people. Nice. Just feel that positive vibe, just be happy. How can I do that when I'm a veteran that has to live in the fucking ghetto? Did I ask for Beverly Hills? No. Did I ask for Thousand Oaks? No. I asked for what I deserve. A fucking house. Because when you have a fucking house, you can say, that's my fucking door. That's my fucking lawn. Don't step on my fucking property or I call the fucking police. That's what I want. Spare me your fucking thank you for your service. Saying thank you for your service is the biggest slap in the face of every veteran. Because when you say that and then, I know, I'm terrible with angles. I really should learn how to work a camera. I'm trying to be a professional broadcaster, but I'm so angry. And I just want to do that, but yeah. Let me do this. Okay. You say thank you for your service, but then you go back to your house, you go back to your property, while veterans like myself have to live in the worst apartments, in the worst neighborhoods. Congratulations that you have a house to live in. I'm sure you worked very, very hard for that. Being a veteran is work. Being a veteran is you were working, you did have a job, and you were injured on that job, and it's time to pay up. In my description, there are several petitions, not just about veteran causes, but other things as well. All of it needs your attention. And thank you for the people who are patient with me during that rant. I'm fed up. I'm fed up as an American that went to serve my country and then I came back and everyone wants to say thank you for your service. Nobody wants to lift their finger. Nobody wants to lift their finger and open up the little folder that's on their desk that says VA claim so that I can get out of here. Like I said, I didn't say Beverly Hills. I didn't say Thousand Oaks. I didn't say Orange County. But to live in the ghetto. I'm not even that deep in the ghetto, but these neighbors of mine bring the ghetto closer. The neighbor is a nice person, and guess what? That neighbor can have as many guests as they want, as many as they want. But it freaks me out that in order to get into my own building, these people are blocking me from getting into my building. And then you know what? It reminds me that the VA itself is blocking me from private housing, and that's not okay. So I might come back to do a podcast later where I can sing, but I gotta write some legislation because that's what I do. I think I'm a musician. I'm not a musician. Go talk to Lady Gaga, go talk to Beyonce and Bruno Mars. They're musicians. I'm a politician. So I have to draft up some legislation in order to protect veterans from predatory leasing agencies that bring them into buildings like this. And while they are waiting on their benefits, they just keep going through this over and over and over again. So I have to save my people. So thank you for coming into the chat. I will do another podcast later. I'm not sure. If you subscribed, you'll receive an alert. But I have to go do that. There is a link for an artist that needed some promotion. If you care to listen to some new music, that's also in the description. This is I Hate LA, Love Me Anyway. I'm your host, Ian Iliana, and I have some things to do because LA is on fire, which is also a great song if you care to listen to it. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next podcast.